Hey, what's up, your Marjake79 here. We finally went and saw Venom, Let There Be Carnage. This is a weird one for me. I didn't even really like the first Venom, to be completely honest. I put out that review, saw that movie right when it came out a few years ago. I didn't really like it, and I actually came back and said that, I liked the Venom fight scenes and the interactions between Venom and Eddie Brock. But other than that, I really didn't like any other part of the movie. It's kind of the same thing here. I really didn't like the movie at all. I feel like I really don't even want to dwell on it. I want to get to like the nitty gritty of why this film is even getting so much buzz. We're definitely going to talk about The Thing. So, spoiler warning, just like you read in the title, we're going to talk about that mid-credits scene. Yeah, we're going to get to it. That's the main reason that, I even wanted to go see the movie in the first place. Now, luckily, I was able to catch the movie a week later without being spoiled. I avoided Googling anything Venom related, and, luckily I got to that part without being spoiled. Now, was I surprised by the mid-credits scene? No. Absolutely not. I mean, I felt like it was incredibly obvious, especially with all of the marvelings going on in, movie world. But just to mention just like a little bit about the movie. I mean, the Carnage stuff was fine. Woody Harrelson, chef's kiss. I figured that he was going to be a good villain, and that's the sad part too. I always, quote in saying that a super movie is defined how good the villain is, and I feel like his portrayal of Carnage was actually really good. I really did like that. His crazy, manic, just interactions with the other characters, I feel like that was really good. He was a psychopath. He was supposed to be a psychopath, just like how he is in the comic. The only thing I really technically didn't agree with is that they gave him a love interest. I don't remember him ever being in love with anybody. Naomi Harrison's Wraith, I feel like she did the best she could with the role, but I feel like her dialogue and what she was given, it's fine. I mean, just to have that side character, to have a motivation for the Carnage character, him hating the world and whatnot. I mean, I get it. You gotta have something in there to give the Carnage character some motivation. But just one of those characters where I'm like, all right, man. Whatever. Can we see the Venom versus Carnage fight, please? I also didn't really like the whole interactions between Venom and Eddie Brock this time around either. They pretty much reminded me of that old married couple. Like, they've been married for like 20-something years, and all they do is argue and bicker and fight. It's like, God. They tried to make it like a comedic thing, but it ended up being, to me, just more annoying than anything else. I didn't enjoy it at all. It was just bad. I didn't like it. I don't know. I'm just being honest. I promise I'm gonna get to the positive, but just, yeah, I didn't like it, man. And then the other characters, of course, Dan and his girlfriend. I think her name's Amy, I want to say. I'm so sick of those characters. I just want them to go away forever. If we get a third Venom movie, can we please just not? Can we just let them go? I just don't. Even in the first one, I'm like, I hate them. I hate them so much. And in this one, too, it was not any better at all. I just don't like it. I don't like them. I don't even have an explanation on why I don't like them. It's just every time one of them enter the screen, I'm just like, what's going on Facebook? What's going on? This is bad. I don't like their acting. I don't like their on-screen charisma. I don't like their on-screen interactions with Venom or Eddie. The only side character that I kind of like is Mrs. Chan. She's cool. She can stay. I like her. She's got her chocolates for Venom. I wouldn't mind seeing her make a return if it's a Venom 3. Other than that, though, I don't really care for anybody else in the entire movie. Now, like I stated at the beginning, the one part of the movie that I absolutely adored was all of Cletus Cassidy. He was absolutely insane. Like I said, the only part of his character that I didn't like is that he fell in love. Like, I feel like he didn't even need that. He's supposed to just be a maniac. He was supposed to be born a maniac. The whole, like, him being abused as a child, yeah, that makes makes sense. That happened in the comic book with him killing his grandmother, killing his mom, and then getting beat to death by his dad. That's pretty much accurate to the comic book, so I really don't have any issues with that. But when he got to the orphanage or the home for unwanted kids, he wasn't supposed to have a glimmering light. He was just supposed to have the worst childhood of all time, and that's why he became a serial killer. I feel like him meeting Wraith and having Wraith as a love interest, that could have like been his one light to maybe turn him into a normal person. I feel like, disrupts the character development of turning him into a homicidal maniac, especially since she survived. I don't know, that was just weird to me. But, that's a small nitpick, I guess. I still enjoyed his character for sure. Him and Eddie's interactions is what got me through the movie for sure. And then just the transformation of the CGI of him into Carnage himself, so good. And then the murderous rampages inside of the penitentiary and the orphanage and the mental institution of him killing everybody and him driving through the city, flipping over cars and stuff. Like, oh yeah, chef's kiss, dude. Those scenes are the ones that are going to get you through the movie. I could watch those scenes all day for sure. Even though I technically hated the movie, the story and the characters and the other interactions of the normal part was 80% of the movies. All of the CGI Carnage scenes, the Carnage and Venom battle, and just Woody Harrelson's, interactions with Eddie Brock as Carnage is just great. But that only amounted to about maybe 20-25% of the movie. So that's why I ended up not really liking it. If we could have gotten, an hour and a half of just pure Carnage and Venom, I would have been fine. But you can't really make an hour and a half movie just based off of that. You got to have some story in there. I mean, I get it, but yeah. All right, now I think it's time to finally tackle the elephant in the room. Hopefully I've given you plenty of time to click off the video now. If for some reason you're still watching this video and you have not seen the movie or you do not know what happened in the mid-credit scene, like I said, I've given you ample opportunity. Let's go ahead and let's get right into it. So Venom and Eddie Brock, they defeat Carnage and Wraith and they go on a vacation. And then all of a sudden, Venom taps into like his mind to try to show Eddie some memories or something. And then a multiverse shift happens and they turn on the TV and it is John Jonah Jameson revealing Spider-Man's identity, the Tom Holland Spider-Man. Yeah, holy crap. But, the sad part is, leading up to me not seeing the movie and then finally getting to go see the movie, I had like 15 people like message me on Facebook and on YouTube like, hey, have you seen that mid-credit scene yet? Have you seen it? I'm like, no, I just got home from vacation. I haven't seen it yet. As there was literally nothing else possibly that could have happened in that mid-credit scene other than them introducing the Venom into the MCU that would have had me like, oh, well, that's awesome. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Finally, I've been waiting on them to do that forever. This is how they should have started it. But now, with all the multiverse madness from, like What If and Doctor Strange and WandaVision, so on and so forth, this is the perfect opportunity to incorporate all of the, outside Marvel properties into the MCU's perfect opportunity. I would love to see this Venom take on Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I would love to see it. To be completely honest, I don't think Tom Holland's Spider-Man stands a chance against this Venom. And let alone Carnage, my God. I think Carnage and Venom would destroy Tom Holland's Spider-Man. But, that's a conversation for another day. But I think it's super cool. The other thing that's sad about it, though, even if they somehow figure out a way to bring this Venom into Spider-Man No Way Home, I don't see him getting anything more than just a 5-second, 10-second cameo scene. And it's just not enough time. I mean, it's getting to the point where it's going to be so many characters in this Spider-Man movie that, we're looking at an in-game level of Spider-Man characters. I mean, if you're going to try to incorporate the Andrew Garfield and the Tobey Maguire and the Christian Dunst, I mean, obviously Doc Ock's in there, Jamie Foxx, the Sandman, the Green Goblin. There's just no way you're going to be able to get a decent storyline from all of these characters. I would say probably 75% of these characters are just going to have, 30-second cameo scenes, and that's really it. Now, I definitely do hope they do it in the way that doesn't feel cheap. I want them to at least give the character some dialogue, like maybe have some kind of interaction with Tom or the main characters, be like, hey, what the heck is going on? Just don't just throw them in there, or don't have just random flashback clips. Don't do that. Don't just take the license of the characters and dilute it with all that crappiness. It's got to be something worthwhile, or don't put it in there at all. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's like if you have a gold chain, don't put it on and then put it under your shirt. If you're gonna have it, wear it outside of your shirt. Have some pride in it. Show it off. Analogies. But other than that though, man, that was really it. That was really the main glimmering factor of the movie that I really enjoyed. Am I surprised by my reaction to this movie? No. I knew I was going to go in and not like the majority of it. I was going in there to see the Venom versus Carnage, and I guess that's the main reason to go see the movie. You're definitely not going to see this movie for story or the interactions between Brock and Dan or Brock and Amy. I think that's that girl's name. I can't even tell you the truth, man. I'm pretty sure that's her name. But you're definitely not going to see that. It's going to see the CGI battle between Carnage and Venom, and then the little icing on top of the cake, you get to see Tom Holland and Venom actually on screen together. Well, not together. He was just on the news, and Venom actually saw him, but, still really awesome to see. That made the whole trip to the movies worthwhile, in my opinion. And that is going to do it. I am finished talking about this movie. Hopefully, I don't have to talk about Venom at all until hopefully we see him in Spider-Man 3 No Way Home. Okay, so now what I want to know is how do you guys feel about it? Were you guys happy to see, Venom's integration into the MCU? Were you thrilled about the Carnage versus Venom fight scene, or did you think it was too much CGI? I want to know in the comment section, man, and let me know. And if you like the video, do me a favor, also hit that like button and hit that notification bell icon if you want to see more movie reviews just like this. We basically review all of the major comic book live action movies, MCU, DCEU, Disney, so on and so forth, all the blockbusters, or any movie that I just have a general interest in. So you can follow me at youtube.com/marjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.